Hi everyone. USCIS just updated Form N400 and the yes-no questions. The new form has 37 yes-no questions instead of 50. So now you only need to learn 37 questions. We, at American Citizenship, will share the 37 new questions and 45 most asked word definitions with you. That's all you need to learn on Form N400, besides your personal information. This new version is very easy to memorize and will save you lots of time. Be sure to watch the video until the end to fully grasp and not miss any of the provided explanations. All of the vocabulary covered holds significant importance for your U.S. citizenship test. So, let's give it a try with American Citizenship.
What is controlled substances?
Drugs regulated by the government.
Have you ever been married to more than one person at the same time?
No.
Do you currently owe any overdue federal, state, or local taxes in the United States?
No.
What is vigilante unit?
A group that acts like the police, but is not official.
Have you ever helped anyone to enter or try to enter the United States illegally?
No.
What is registered to vote?
Sign up to choose a leader.
What are deportation proceedings?
Legal process of forcing someone to leave the U.S.
Have you ever failed to support your dependents or to pay alimony?
No.
What is mental impairment?
Mental damage.
Are you willing to take the full oath of allegiance to the United States?
Yes.
Define, avoid being drafted.
Prevent being selected as a soldier.
What is hijacking?
Taking control of a vehicle by force.
Define, cited.
Given a ticket by the police.
Are you currently a member of the U.S. Armed Forces?
No.
What is explosive?
Bomb.
What is the meaning of convicted?
Found guilty of a crime under the law.
Define, Perform non-combatant services.
Do any work in a war except fighting.
What is armed group?
A group that carries weapons.
What is fraudulent?
Claim something that is not true.
What is overthrow?
To remove a government by force.
What is oath of allegiance?
A promise to be loyal.
What is sabotage?
Intentionally damage or destroy something.
What is register?
To sign up.
What is guerrilla group?
A group that uses weapons to fight the military, police, or government.
What is the meaning of unable to consent?
Could not agree.
Have you ever gambled illegally or received income from illegal gambling?
No.
Define detained.
Forced to stay.
What is lie?
Not true.
What is establishment?
Starting or creating a group.
What is the meaning of confined?
Jailed by the police.
Define disability.
Limitations of ability.
Define recruit.
To ask.
Define incite.
To encourage someone to do something.
What is drug paraphernalia?
Equipment. To make or use illegal drugs.
Have you ever ordered, incited, called for, committed, assisted, helped with, or otherwise participated in genocide?
No.
What is combat?
To fight in a war.
What is detention facility?
A place where people are forced to stay.
Have you ever claimed to be a U.S. citizen in writing or any other way?
No.
Do you now have, or did you ever have a hereditary title or an order of nobility in any foreign country?
No.
Define, procure.
To encourage someone.
What is clemency?
Reduce a sentence.
What is allegiance?
To be loyal to something.
What is example of work of national importance under civilian direction?
Helping the Red Cross after an earthquake.
Have you ever lied to any U.S. government officials to gain entry or admission into the United States or to gain immigration benefits while in the United States?
No.
What is self-defense unit?
A group that protects a community using weapons.
Define, assist.
To help.
Have you ever been placed in removal, rescission, or deportation proceedings?
No.
What is probation?
Report to an officer regularly, instead of jail time.
If the law requires it, are you willing to perform work of national importance under civilian direction?
Yes.
What is smuggle?
Bring something illegally into the country.
Have you ever given any U.S. government officials any information or documentation that was false, fraudulent, or misleading?
No.
What is vote?
To choose a leader.
Do you understand the meaning of threaten?
To tell someone you're going to hurt them.
Define, associated with.
Connected to.
What is the meaning of engage?
To participate.
Tell the meaning of dispense.
Give out.
What is order of nobility?
Like king or queen.
Define, involved in.
Took part in.
Have you ever applied for any kind of exemption from military service in the U.S. Armed Forces?
No.
Explain. Bear arms on behalf of the United States.
Use a gun to defend the United States during a war.
What is suspended sentence?
Delayed sentence.
What are non-combat services?
Services that do not involve combat.
Meaning of civilian direction?
Direction from non-military person.
What is crime?
An action that breaks the law.
Were you ever a part of any group, or did you ever help any group, unit, or organization that used a weapon against any person or threatened to do so?
No.
What is false?
Not true.
Have you ever been a member of, involved in, or in any way associated with, or have you ever provided money, a thing of value, services or labor, or any other assistance or support to a group that used a weapon or explosive with intent to harm another person or cause damage to property?
No.
Have you ever recruited, enlisted, conscripted, or used any person under 15 years of age to serve in, or help an armed group, or attempted, or worked with others to do so?
No.
Define sexual contact or activity.
Touching someone sexually.
What is rebel group?
A group that fights a government.
Define deported.
Forced to leave a country.
Define serve.
To work.
What does U.S. Armed Forces mean?
U.S. Army, Navy, Air.
Define conspire.
To plan with others.
Do you know what the person is called who marries more than one person at the same time?
Polygamy.
If the law requires it, are you willing to perform non-combatant services in the U.S. Armed Forces?
Yes.
Have you ever been arrested, cited, detained, or confined by any law enforcement officer, military official, or immigration official for any reason, or been charged with a crime or offense?
No.
Have you ever engaged in prostitution, attempted to procure or import prostitutes, or persons, for the purpose of prostitution, or received any proceeds or money from prostitution?
No.
What is pay alimony?
Give money to an ex-spouse after a divorce, as per court order.
Define. Injure.
To hurt someone.
What is file a tax return meaning?
Send a tax form to the government.
What is prison or jail?
A place where the police keep people who have been arrested.
What is prison camp?
A place where prisoners of war or political prisoners are kept.
What is the meaning of have you ever?
Anywhere in the world, at any time.
Have you ever been a member of, involved in, or in any way associated with, or have you ever provided money, a thing of value, services or labor, or any other assistance or support to a group that engaged in kidnapping, assassination, or hijacking, or sabotage of an airplane, ship, vehicle, or other mode of transportation?
No.
Have you ever ordered, incited, called for, committed, assisted, helped with, or otherwise participated in any kind of sexual contact or activity with any person who did not consent, or was unable to consent, or was being forced or threatened by you, or by someone else?
No.
What is claim?
To say something without proof.
Define. Commit a crime.
To do something that breaks the law.
What is rescission?
Canceling a visa to stay in the U.S.
What is work of national importance?
Tasks that are important to a nation.
What are overdue taxes?
Didn't pay taxes on time.
What is the meaning of misrepresentation?
Provide wrong information.
Do you understand what unlawful is?
Against the law.
What is immigration benefit?
To gain things like a green card.
What is exemption?
Special permission for not doing something.
Explain. Perform work of national importance under civilian direction.
Do non-military work during a national crisis under civilian direction.
Define. With intent.
Purposely.
Define. Amnesty or pardon for.
Forgiveness for crimes committed.
What is the form of government in the United States?
Republic.
Have you ever ordered, incited, called for, committed, assisted, helped with, or otherwise participated in killing, or trying to kill any person?
No.
Do you understand the meaning of advocated?
To support and promote.
What is totalitarian party?
A group that believes the government should control everything that people do.
What is weapons training?
To learn how to use a gun.
Define. Civilian.
Anyone who is not in the military.
Have you ever manufactured, cultivated, produced, distributed, dispensed, sold, or smuggled any controlled substances, illegal drugs, narcotics, or drug paraphernalia, in violation of any law or regulation of a U.S. state, the United States, or a foreign country?
No.
What is assault?
To attack violently.
What is the meaning of charged?
Formerly told that you did something illegal.
What is hereditary title?
A royal title, such as a prince or princess.
Define. Obtain.
To gain something.
What is oath?
A promise.
What is torture?
To cause great pain to someone.
What is incite?
To encourage.
What is police unit?
A group that enforces the law and stops crime.
Define. Obtain immigration benefit.
To gain things like a green card.
What is religion?
A belief in God.
What is immigration benefit?
Things like a visa, green card, or citizenship.
Are you unable to take the oath of allegiance because of a physical or developmental disability or mental impairment?
No.
Define participate.
To be part of.
Do you understand the meaning of sentence?
A punishment under the law.
Define admission into the United States.
Enter into the United States.
What is weapon?
A knife or a gun.
What is labor camp?
A place where people are forced to work.
Define drafted.
Being selected as a soldier.
What is gamble or gambling?
To play a game for money.
What is rehabilitative program?
A program to help someone to recover from drugs or alcohol.
What are examples of non-combatant services?
Nursing, cooking, or translation.
Have you ever been a member of, involved in, or in any way associated with any communist or totalitarian party anywhere in the world?
No.
What is prostitution?
Doing physical relation for money.
Do you understand the meaning of arrested?
Caught by the police.
Have you ever been a member of, involved in, or in any way associated with, or have you ever provided money, a thing of value, services or labor, or any other assistance or support to a group that threatened, attempted, conspired, prepared, planned, advocated for, or incited others to commit any of these acts?
No.
Have you ever committed, agreed to commit, asked someone else to commit, helped commit, or tried to commit a crime or offense for which you were not arrested?
No.
What is alternative sentencing?
A different way to punish someone instead of going to jail, such as community service.
Meaning of bear arms?
Carry weapons.
Are you a person born as a male who lived in the United States at any time, between your 18th and 26th birthdays?
No.
Do you understand the full oath of allegiance to the United States?
Yes.
Have you ever married someone in order to obtain an immigration benefit?
No.
What is the Communist Party?
A group that believes the government should own and control everything. For example, North Korea.
What is the meaning of direct?
To be in charge.
Have you ever served in, been a member of, assisted, or participated in any military or police unit?
No.
What is oath of allegiance to the United States?
A promise to be loyal to the United States.
Have you ever advocated any of the following, or been a member of, involved in, or in any way associated with any group, anywhere in the world, that advocated any of the following? Opposition to all organized government. World communism. The establishment in the United States of a totalitarian dictatorship. The overthrow by force or violence, or other unconstitutional means of the government of the United States, or all forms of law. The unlawful assaulting or killing of any officer or officers of the government of the United States, or of any other organized government, because of their official character. The unlawful damage, injury, or destruction of property. Or sabotage.
No.
What do you mean by enlist?
To sign up.
Define, support dependent.
Pay child support.
Have you ever registered to vote, or voted in any federal, state, or local election in the United States?
No.
What is weapon?
Like a knife or gun.
Have you ever served in, been a member of, assisted, or participated in any armed group, for example, paramilitary unit, self-defense unit, vigilante unit, rebel group, or guerrilla group?
No.
What is overdue?
Late for a payment.
What is offense?
Minor crime.
Have you ever sold, provided, or transported weapons, or assisted any person in selling, providing, or transporting weapons, which you knew or believed would be used against another person?
No.
Define, owe.
Need to pay.
Since you became a lawful permanent resident, have you called yourself a non-resident alien on a federal, state, or local tax return, or decided not to file a tax return because you considered yourself to be a non-resident?
No.
Have you ever ordered, incited, called for, committed, assisted, helped with, or otherwise participated in causing harm or suffering to any person because of their race, religion, national origin, membership in a particular social group, or political opinion?
No.
What is military unit?
The official army for a country.
What is public benefit?
Money from the government, such as food stamps.
Define, paroled or been paroled.
Allowed to leave prison early.
Have you ever worked, volunteered, or otherwise served in a place where people were detained? For example, a prison, jail, prison camp, detention facility, or labor camp, or have you ever directed or participated in any other activity that involved detaining people?
No.
Define, illegal.
Against the law.
Have you ever been removed or deported from the United States?
No.
What are narcotics?
Illegal drugs, such as heroin or cocaine.
What is constitution?
The supreme law of the land.
What is the meaning of did not consent?
Did not agree.
What is misleading?
Give a wrong idea.
What are unconstitutional means?
Methods that go against the Constitution.
Have you ever ordered, incited, called for, committed, assisted, helped with, or otherwise participated in torture?
No.
Define, illegal.
Against the law.
Do you understand the meaning of prostitute?
Someone who does physical relation for money.
What is national origin?
The nation where a person was born.
What is genocide?
To kill a whole race.
Have you ever used any person under 15 years of age to take part in hostilities, or attempted, or worked with others to do so?
No.
Define, cultivate.
Grow plant.
Do you understand the meaning of opposition?
Going against something.
Have you ever received any weapons training, paramilitary training, or other military-type training?
No.
What is paramilitary unit?
A group that acts like the military but is not official.
What do you mean by transport?
Carry one place to another.
What is illegal gambling?
To play a game for money. That is against the law.
What is alien?
Someone who is not a U.S. citizen.
Do you understand hostilities?
Unfriendly behavior toward others.
What does the Constitution do?
Sets up the government.
Have you ever ordered, incited, called for, committed, assisted, helped with, or otherwise participated in not letting someone practice their religion?
No.
What is non-resident?
Someone who doesn't live in the U.S.
Define destruction of property.
Ruin of property.
What is conscript?
To require to join.
Have you ever made any misrepresentation to obtain any public benefit in the United States?
No.
Define detain.
To force to stay.
Have you ever served in the U.S. Armed Forces?
No.
Do you understand the meaning of killing?
To cause someone to die.
Do you support the Constitution and form of government of the United States?
Yes.
Define removal.
Making someone leave the U.S.
What is claimed to be a U.S. citizen?
To say you are a U.S. citizen.
What is assassination?
Killing someone famous or important.
Can you tell me the meaning of proceeds?
A portion of money from a transaction.
What is alimony?
Financial support.
Have you ever left the United States to avoid being drafted in the U.S. Armed Forces?
No.
Define attempt.
To try.
What is kidnapping?
Taking someone away illegally by force.
If the law requires it, are you willing to bear arms on behalf of the United States?
Yes.
Define distribute.
Give out.
Have you ever ordered, incited, called for, committed, assisted, helped with, or otherwise participated in intentionally and severely injuring or trying to injure any person?
No.
What is controlled substances?
Drugs regulated by the government.